Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down an important topic for anyone with relocation or study plans. Work or live abroad. Choosing the right IELTS is critical for your visa application. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which IELTS test is right for your situation. So let's get started. The right type of IELTS to take for a relocation goal is one thing that most IELTS test takers are really confused about. But before we start this particular topic, I want to address a few concerns. The first one is this: IELTS is not an exam you just get up and go and take, right? It's a requirement, like I always say, it's a requirement, meaning that if it's required for what you want to apply for, let's say you want to apply for a job, you want to apply to a school and all that, and it's categorically stated that they need IELTS as an English proficiency exam, then you have to go and take it. And please bear in mind that for now, as at the time where the video was actually recorded, the IELTS exam expires after 2 years. So you need to consider that when choosing the time you want to take the test. Now, there are different types of IELTS that are specific for different purposes, which is what this video is actually going to explain to you. So please pay attention and stick to the end, right? Okay, so let's start. Now we have the two main IELTS tests available. We have what I call the IELTS Academic, right, which is the first one, and that is for if you are actually an undergraduate going for an undergraduate study or postgraduate MSc or PhD study in an English-speaking country. Definitely, you have to take the IELTS Academic. If you want to migrate as a professional, let's say in fields like nursing, pharmacy, medicine, engineering, and accounting, definitely you equally need to take the IELTS academic, right? Now, if you want to apply for a student route visa application to study in a UK university, definitely you need to write what IELTS academic. So these are the three different scenarios where you need to take the IELTS academic, right? So let's look at the second one, academic what? General. And this is usually for jobs that are below a degree level, right? So, I mean, if you want to go, if you want to, let's say, if you want to apply to as a healthcare assistant, you want to go as a truck driver, plumber, electrician, or artisan, or you're an artisan in general, definitely the I general training is for you. Or you want to immigrate to an English-speaking country, the most popular one is actually Canada via the Express Entry program or the Provisional Mini program. Definitely, you take the IELTS general training. Very straightforward. But then that is not all. We have the IELTS test for UK visas and immigration. Now, popularly called what UKVI. Now, so UKVI is simply what is a UK government approved secure English language test, or what you call CELT, for those who need to work, who need to get a work visa or a spouse visa, or who are planning to study a course below a degree level or at a UK institution not recognized by UKVI, right? But UKVI is predominantly associated with what? With the UK, with the United Kingdom, right? So that's just it. So once again, we have two types. We have the IELTS for UK via academic, which is quality for study or work in the UK. Those seeking professional registration, let's say as a professional nurse, doctor, and all that. Definitely, this is what you need to write in the UK, right? Then we have for UK general training, the same thing again, migrate to the UK or study or train below a degree level. Definitely, this one is also for you as well. But then it doesn't end there. We also have what we call the IELTS life skill as well, right? But then, before I go for that, I want to say this: there is no difference between the IELTS test for UKVI and the normal IELTS that I discussed previously in terms of, let's say, the test formats, the type of questions you are asked, and other things that comes alongside it, right? They are basically the same thing. So the same content, test type, test format, everything is the same. The only thing is just that the result for UKVI is usually more authentic, not necessarily authentic. That's why it's called a secured English test. to mean that the centers have been verified by what UKVI. This is actually our center where you take UKVI. Because for in places like for a place like Nigeria, you don't write UKVI anywhere. Usually taken in three centers. Either you write it in Lagos, you write it in Abuja, or you write it in Port Harcourt, right? For Ghana, you can write UKVI in Accra, Ghana as well, right? So that is just I need to just establish that fact. But then the IELTS life skill is a bit different. The format is different because if for life skill you're only taking listening and speaking, and the format is totally different from the IELTS of UKVI or the normal IELTS that I just discussed. Totally a different format, right? But we have under the life skill we have A1, which is usually for family of a settled person's visa, right? So let's say your husband is there, right? Your husband is there, and then you want to apply. So you are going to take the A1, right? A2, this is for specifically for the UK. If you're applying towards UK, that the extension to family, spouse, or partner visa. Let's say your husband is there, and then he's a is a permanent resident in the UK, or he's a UK and he wants you to come over, you have to write A2 for UK, right? Then we have B1, that is if you want to apply for indefinite leave to remain or citizenship. And this is actually for UK as well. But then this is one of the requirements that they need. Are you with me? So in summary, the type of visa you're applying for determines the type of IELTS you need to take. And there is no such thing as you want to write one IELTS for all the purpose. No. Of course, you are going to apply for one visa at a time. So your type of visa determines the type of IELTS to take. And let me say this, let me actually issue a disclaimer. Are you with me? No matter whatever it is I've told you in this particular video, make sure that you find out the right type of IELTS you have to take from either the visa issuing body or the organization you're applying to. Now, if you don't know, you can equally write them, send them an email, they will definitely respond with the proper IELTS you have to take, right? Or better still, you can ask a friend or someone who has actually gone through the path that you want to take, and then ask them the type of IELTS that they wrote, and they can advise you on the best type you have to write. Hope this helped and you understood everything I've just explained clearly. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future tips on IELTS preparation and relocation. Drop your questions in the comments and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your IELTS test and relocation journey.